could smell your Yoma scent on the boy. You unwittingly led me right to your own death.
Yo, what's up guys? Listen up, man. Look, we're always hearing about Death Note, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and Attack on Titan, etc. But what about the masterpieces hiding in the shadows? Today, I'm revealing 10 older anime that time and the mainstream completely slept on. These shows are gritty, emotional, and absolutely binge-worthy. Yet so many people haven't even heard of them. So stick around until the end, because number 10 is an emotional ride that will absolutely destroy your heart in the best way possible. And hey, if you love underrated gems, smash that like button and subscribe for more anime deep dives, because trust me, this is only the beginning. First up, Claymore. Imagine a world plagued by shape-shifting demons called Yoma, and humanity's only defenders are these badass, half-human, half-Yoma women wielding swords big enough to take down giants. Claymore is dark, bloody, and has one of the coolest female protagonists in anime, Claire. Now, why is it underrated? Well, it came out during the same anime explosion as Naruto and Bleach. Unfortunately, the studio finished it before the manga did, so the ending feels rushed. But the journey? Absolutely worth the wait. If you're into raw battles and gothic vibes, I think Claymore might just be for you. Next is Elfen Lied. Or as I like to call it, the anime that traumatized an entire generation of early anime fans. This series follows Lucy, a mutant known as a Diclonus, with invisible psychic arms that can slice through people like butter. It's insane. Beneath the gore and shock factor, though, is an incredibly tragic story about loneliness, acceptance, and the darkness within humanity. It's underrated because many viewers dismiss it as just another edgy gore fest. But if you look closer, there's a heartbreaking beauty here that makes it unforgettable.
I can't save this patient! This one's too much for me!
A doctor never gives up! There's always a chance as long as the patient is still breathing. Do you understand?
Now, if you've ever wanted a psychological thriller that makes Death Note look like child's play, Monster is it. This follows Dr. Kenzo Tenma, a surgeon who saves a boy's life, only for that boy to grow up to become one of the most terrifying serial killers in history. It's so underrated because it's slow burn perfection. No flashy fights, no fan service, just a gripping, realistic story about morality, obsession, and what exactly makes a monster. Now let's switch gears.
What are you gonna do about Genesis?
If you go along with this, then we'll have the strongest team in all of Japan under our control. Would that be awesome or what?
Next is Air Gear. Imagine rollerblades. Now imagine hot-blooded shonen competitive battles with futuristic air trekkers, epic music, and over-the-top stunts. That's Air Gear. It's fun, it's stylish, and it's criminally ignored because the anime ended way too soon in comparison to the manga. If you're here for energy, ridiculous stunts, and that nostalgic 2000 street punk vibe, give this one a shot. Okay, now this one is a real hidden treasure. Towanoquon. This 6-part anime movie series is about kids with supernatural powers being hunted by a sinister organization. Enter Quon, a mysterious guy fighting to protect them while hiding his own dark past. It's underrated mostly because it flew completely under the radar. Released as short films, not a full TV run, but stylistically and emotionally, it hits harder than some mainstream giants. Think X-Men, mixed with classic anime drama.
Good girl.
Next, Zetman. Who doesn't love a morally gray superhero story, right? Jin, the protagonist, isn't your typical shining hero. He's darker, more tragic, and he battles these grotesque monsters called players. This anime dives straight into questions like, what does it really mean to be a hero? Why it's underrated? It was a short-run adaptation that squeezed a huge manga into just 13 episodes. A lot got cut, but what remains is raw, powerful, and thought-provoking. Alright, if you've never heard of Hitman Reborn, let me fix that. This show starts off as a gag comedy about Suna, a loser who finds out he's next in line to become the head of a mafia family. Sounds ridiculous, right? Then it slowly transforms into one of the most intense, creative shonen battle series with insane fights and character growth. Why underrated? Because people drop it before it actually gets serious. Trust me, the second you slog through the quirky setup, this becomes one of the most rewarding shonen journeys out there, I promise you. Now, you've probably seen Vash the Stampede's big red coat and spiky blonde hair somewhere, but not nearly enough people actually watch Trigun. This 90s classic blends spaghetti westerns with sci-fi, a world of shootouts, redemption, and a gunslinger who refuses to kill, no matter what. It's underrated today mostly because it's old school and highly overshadowed by Cowboy Bebop. Respectfully, Cowboy Bebop is amazing, no shade there. But if you want a heartfelt mix of action, humor, and tragedy, Trigun is essential. This is a personal favorite.
Here's a dose of reality for you. You're a weakling. You're never gonna be strong no matter how hard you try. You're a loser. You're always gonna be a loser, and guys like me are gonna step on you for the rest of your worthless life.
Kenichi, the Mightiest disciple. It's about Kenichi, your typical scrawny, bullied teen, who starts training at the craziest dojo you've probably ever seen. His masters? Absolute monsters in martial arts. What follows is a story of perseverance, hilarity, and some of the most satisfying martial arts battles in anime. Underrated? That's an understatement, because it came out around the same time Shonen Titans dominated the scene, so nobody even gave it a chance or the time of day. But it delivers action and comedy. If those are two genres that pique your interest, I would highly suggest Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. Alright, and finally, number 10. We have Wolf's Rain. If you're looking for an anime that will absolutely shatter your soul and leave you thinking about life itself, this is it. The series follows a group of wolves in human form, traveling across a dying world in search of paradise. It's poetic, atmospheric, and incredibly moving. It's also pretty slow-paced and melancholic. Definitely not for mainstream hype watchers, but for those who stick with it, it's one of the most artistic animes of the 2000s. And there you have it, 10 older anime that deserve so much more love than they got. These shows may not have had the hype engine of newer animes today, but they each carry something special. Whether it's raw storytelling, emotional depth, or just pure chaotic fun. Now it's your turn. Which of these have you seen? And which are you adding to your watch list tonight? Hit the comments and let's talk underrated anime gems. I'm always on the lookout for your hidden recommendations. And if you had fun, remember, drop a like, share this with your anime buddies, and of course, subscribe for more hidden anime adventures every single week.